Hello there. I am so sorry that it took me so long to get this done for you. I was at my I was with my son. So, let me do this. I honestly had not realized how many days had crept past. Okay, so let's see what the question was. How he was feeling after the phone call. If anything changed on his part, intention wise. He did ask if we could get together next week, and I said yes, but not sure what day yet. Also, I want to know how he feels about us getting together and what I should do, not do, expect, not expect from this. Okay. So first we're going to look at how he felt about the phone call. First. He feels like he's going to have difficulty with restoring any misfortune that happened. He also feels like there is some type of he feels like it's like a lot of work, or like it felt like almost like burdening, or like he's been, sorry, it's my air freshener, like he's been putting a lot of, like he's resistant to putting work in on working as a team because of feeling like he has a lack of skills when it comes to keeping a family dynamic or a happy like connection, like abundant connection. He is worried about there being judgment cast upon him for the betrayal that was experienced with the separation. And with the disappointment about the separation that had happened. As far as what he feels about meeting up with you, there may be something that causes it not to happen. Like he might say that it's a travel issue, or like a car issue, or something to that nature. Or he's just resistant in going the right direction when it comes to being able to have a fresh start. So he's going to have some delays when it comes to anything progressing with you guys, because he is still coming in as a fraudulent person that needs a lifestyle change. I feel like he's not necessarily fraudulent himself. I feel like it's his intentions he doesn't know how to fulfill, because he doesn't want to, he just doesn't like the extra drama or the extra necessity of energy that has to happen. he does feel like he feels like he fails with you because you know what you want and you speak your truth, and you're a bit impatient with it. But he does see you as very grounded and stable. He knows that there is anxiety when you are apart. He feels it too in a way. But he also feels like he gets pushed to be apart from you. He wants a new opportunity with you. In his eyes, he would want to be very nurturing and supportive for you. He wants to provide you with a new opportunity or a new proposal in that way, a fresh beginning. But he's very fearful about you becoming dependent on him too quickly, and possibly on one of you guys cheating or being with another person. But he is interested in finding a new love. This is very interesting. The first set that came out was the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the King of Cups. Second set that came out, and then the Fool. And then the second set that came out was the King of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. And in between there, we had the Rest and Recovery and the Split Up. Just a second. Okay. So, I just wanted to double check on this message, so I pulled some separate ones. This looks pretty positive, actually, to be perfectly honest. This person looks like they're feeling good emotionally and feeling very connected with you. And they want to be. They want a new proposal or a new opportunity with you. Also, they're feeling very creative and energized. They're feeling very sexually charged, passionate. They want to be in control. They want you to feel fiery and lusty with them. And he wants to have a fresh love type opportunity with you. Seems pretty positive about this meetup. It looks like they took time to rest and recover during that time of separation. They were feeling pessimistic about the opportunity. And they felt like they were failing at completing a cycle. They did have that separation happen because of their own wishes not being fulfilled the right way, and disappointment in the fact that you may have become more like needy or dependent on them than they were wanting at the time, or than what they thought that they were capable of at the time. So it's going to be important for you. My cat is in front of my light. What is going to be important to know? What should she do? You should prepare for a lifestyle change. You need to walk away from any emotional baggage that you're carrying about this person or anybody else from the past. You need to focus on what is right for you. Don't settle for less. If you have doubts about a situation, first process what you can change. And then everything else, don't let it affect you when it comes to your decisions. For instance, if you are in love with somebody and they're in a relationship, you can't change the fact that they are in that relationship. You also probably can't change the fact that you love the person. However, you can change how you respond to that person while they're still in the relationship. That's the part that you would focus on. So if your goal is to be in a relationship with this person and they were in a relationship with somebody else, this is just an example, this isn't about the situation, but if you're in if you know the person's in a relationship and you care for them and you know that they've got a thing for you, the very first thing that you should never do is be with them while they're in that relationship, because it taints the energy of your guys' future relationship, because now you both know that you're not willing to make a bond sacred. And with that knowledge will only bring destruction of any future potential of a bond between the two of you. Because he knows that you don't take it serious, you know that he doesn't take it serious. The key there is to restrict yourself and restrict the person until they are no longer in that relationship. And then that's how you set those boundaries so that you can get the person the right way. If, for instance, you really love animals and you don't agree with the way that they get slaughtered. This is, again, just another example. I know they're weird examples, but it's just what's coming into my mind, so I'm just going with it. But a way that you could counter that, or the thing that you can change in the situation, you can't change that you love animals. You can't change that they are slaughtering animals. You can change the way that you respect animals that you're eating. You could change the way that you get the animals that you're eating. You could also change the amount or the things that you're saying to other people. This is such a bad example. I don't know why I went with that. What does that mean? It has to mean something. But anyways, basically, if you want to be with somebody and they are somebody that doesn't like overcrowding, you can't change that about them. Or if it's somebody that doesn't want a relationship in general, you can't change that about the person. You probably can't really change that you want to be with the person, or really want to change the fact that you're wanting a relationship. What you can change is the way that you're going to respond to the person when it comes to your own boundaries that you're setting. So you know that they don't like people being around as a girlfriend, then limit the amount of time that you're willing to be around. Don't wait until the other person limits you. Don't wait for the other person to make the decisions when it comes to things that you can choose to do or not do. That's how you become codependent, in a way that somebody's going to perceive it in a negative way. What? Gosh. And notice I'm talking about codependence, and here's my cat being codependent. The best thing that you can do what? 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 I'm busy. What? Come here. I'm busy. I'm busy, baby. I'm busy. I'm doing a reading. I'm busy, okay? I'm working. I'm working, okay? Thank you. Okay. Back to what I was saying. Sorry about that. This does look very good. It is something that you're going to have to maneuver the right way. The universe is not seeing that you or him have actually rebirthed. The universe does see that you have learned how to follow your truth. It also sees that you may get a bit impatient when it comes to separations from people. There may be an increase of trolls or people gossiping, or you or him saying negative things in response to feeling possessive. This is what is going to cause you to have bad luck, or a family misfortune, or lack of abundance, or failed ideas, or failed sexual endeavors. You guys need to rebirth. You need a rebirth in order to be able to be happy. Stop. In order to do that, you need to address the weak boundaries and the distractions. Don't let yourself become one of the cups that he's choosing from, because it will be a false happiness. You must set your own standards and your own expectations and not allow him to do it for you. That is very important to know, okay? He is, however, looking at this as a positive experience that you guys can have. He's excited to see you. He's emotionally feeling connected and charged towards you. But again, he has not rebirthed. And neither have you yet. So there is potential that this connection could be a careless mistake or cause an unjust separation or be a disappointment and not rebirth. However, with the death in reverse again. However, there's also potential if you guys were to get motivated to level up in your connection and to actually deal with each other in like the proper ways and not the ways that are out of fear or out of mistrust. But there's also potential. If you don't allow him to set the boundaries and if you set your own, for you to have a rebirth. Him being stubborn and not wanting to work on himself and becoming possessive. Is it possible that he's going to be different when they meet up? Will he be different? Will he stay different? Okay. Give this a shot. Stand strong in your boundaries and in your expectations and your standards. Don't level down, level up, because this is a karmic test. This is a karmic cycle. He does feel like he has, but he most likely hasn't. That's going to be where you come in to be the one that's setting the guardrails, I guess, or the guidelines. He is optimistic about it. He does have excitement to see you. He may be deceiving himself a bit in what he's capable of providing. He may also be able to kind of trick you into thinking he's able to live up to more than what he can. That shouldn't be reason to derail you or to deter you from the situation. It should be more motivation for you to keep yourself on a higher level so he can get pulled up to you. Do not go into this feeling super attached right away. Go into it as a new experience because you guys are both different people. So don't relate to him as the him that you knew before. Relate to him as who he introduces himself as. Also, anything that has changed about you, make sure that you make it known and prevalent in that first reconnection if you guys haven't had it already. And yeah, so let me know how things go. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. If you guys have already met up and this is after the fact, then this would be applying to the next time you guys are planning on meeting up, because that was the intention that I was setting, was when you meet up, as in the future tense, like the first time that you meet up after I did the reading. So keep that in mind. Okay. Love and light.